So imagine this, a couple has spent months planning their dream wedding, venue booked, outfits are even being made, everybody's excited, everybody's happy. But somewhere along the line, something changes. The conversation that would normally be about how they want their wedding to be, now there is argument about the venue, the guest list has turned everything upside down because it's always like a major. I mean, people, I don't want small wedding, I want big wedding, I want, oh, the couple wants a small wedding, the parents wants a big wedding, everywhere is scatter. To be honest, it is a lot. Opinion from family members, this one has this opinion, that one has this opinion, and this partner is trying to please their family, or they're just trying to be in between just for peace to reign. And slowly they, without even realizing, they drift from being partners that are planning, or that are planning their future together, to now becoming people who are arguing about how the wedding should be, the color that they should wear, or I mean the color that people that are coming should wear, or like everything. The whole conversation now revolves around wedding planning, arguments, disagreements, and all that, and it can be very exhausting. And the sad part is the wedding may still turn out to be beautiful, may become the talk of the town, people can stop talking about the wedding, but for the couples, they are frustrated, they are tired, they feel disconnected. Many times they can't even wait for the wedding to just come and go, because let's have peace and let's just stop this whole wedding talk conversation. And it's not supposed to be like that. And that's why we're having this conversation. Because the wedding is important too, yes, but the relationship of the people getting married is much more important. Like, no one should actually start marriage with a strained relationship. You're welcome to a new series called Before You Say I Do. So in this series, we're going to be talking about honest conversations every couple should actually have before they walk down the aisle. So we're not just going to be talking about um exciting conversations about venues, dresses, and the rest, but we're going to be having deep conversations that would actually shape the life that you intend to have after the wedding. We're going to be talking about topics like money, conflict, communication, children, purpose, family expectations, and everything around what marriage entails, the reality of marriage itself. Because so many people actually they take their time to plan for the wedding, the gong, but the real deal that is the marriage itself, little or no preparation goes into it. So that is what we will be dealing and talking about in this series, and I'm actually very excited to take you guys on this journey. So if you know a single person, you know someone who is getting married soon, you know someone that is in a serious relationship, or you know people that are in a relationship, whether they're getting married soon, because this is actually going to be useful for them when they finally decide to settle. These are conversations that you should actually have even before you are proposed to. When you guys know that you are serious with that relationship, these are conversations that you should actually have before you get married. That way it helps you to know if your values align in certain areas, and if you should actually even take the relationship further, because it's when you talk that you get to learn the opinion of your partner. Is when you guys have conversations like this, is when you know if you guys are on the same page on certain things that might cause issues in your marriage. So if you fall within this category, I am sure that this series is actually going to bless you. And if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for coming. Please do well to subscribe, like, share to someone that you know would need this, and please drop a comment below. I would love to hear from you. So let's go to the big question. How do you make sure that wedding planning strengthens your relationship instead of damaging it? Let's be honest. Wedding preparation sometimes bring out emotions that you didn't even expect. Like I said, it can be very, very overwhelming. And sometimes you discover that you and your partner actually have different opinions about money, about so many things. Like I said earlier, you tend to discover that maybe one person loves to save and one person just loves to experience life. They are the let's chop life before life chop us. And you on the other hand, you're like, please let's save for the future. And sometimes you want a small wedding, your partner wants a big wedding. Like these are the things that actually like cause very serious issues during wedding preparation. It is not well dealt with. It can actually bring an end to that engagement. The wedding might not even happen again, or put a restraint on your relationship, or just stresses you out unnecessarily. But when you have this conversation before and you put plans in place not to allow third parties actually interfere and affect your relationship during this period, you have done yourself very good. You have saved yourself from unnecessary stress and spending unnecessary emotions that can actually be used for something more positive and productive towards your wedding preparation. So one of the things I would actually say that couples should do and always remember when they are planning their wedding is you guys are on the same team. Always remember that your partner is not against you, because one of the easiest things that can ever happen when you are planning your wedding is to forget that you and your partner are a team and you guys are not against each other. Especially when you see like this person wants this person wants, like it's so easy to forget that you guys are a team and you guys are not against each other. So when you enter into the wedding preparation or wedding planning season with the mindset of you are not two people trying to win against each other, you are actually two people trying to build something meaningful and tangible together. And maybe sometimes when many people actually come into the wedding planning phase with the this is what I want, I need you to understand that this is why I want this, instead of help me understand why you want this, help me understand. Like the funny thing is when you sit down and actually have conversations, like you tend to see that both of you, your points are actually valid, your feelings are valid, what person is saying is right, what I'm saying is right. But calmness and having these conversations without putting a strain on your relationship is actually very, very important. So the goal is not for one person to win. The goal is actually for you guys to meet at the middle or understand yourself, just to know that this is actually towards actually having a better future for ourselves, or just for our day to be as perfect as it can be. The second point I will say is don't allow every conversation you have during that period to only be about the wedding preparation. Like this is something a lot of couples need to hear. Like there's that tendency to major on just wedding preparation and you forget to even check in on your partner, you forget to talk about your life after the wedding. Like I said, the marriage is way important than the wedding. You can sit down in your father's parlor and get married. You can go to court, bring the bride price and whatever to the wife's house, and that is it. There's no need for oil, there's no need for canopy. So the most important thing is the marriage itself. What are you guys planning towards the marriage? What is your plan for the marriage? What is your plan for the home you are trying to build? So in between planning the wedding and all, still take out time. So time, especially if you already have like a routine or a tradition around your relationship, don't kick it out because you're planning your wedding. Let it stand. Go for your date nights, go for your movie nights, go for that, do that. Still continue praying if you guys have a prayer thing, time that you guys have like conversation, do the usual things, and don't just let everything that has to do with you that period be about the wedding alone. It can be so overwhelming. Like make sure that you create a time where you guys can breathe and nobody's talking to you about the wedding. You guys are not talking to yourself about the wedding. The wedding is going to be fine. Like either ways, the wedding is going to be fine. The next point I would say is learn how to handle disagreements now. I promise you, The least argument you might have might be about what color you guys should wear, what color your guests should wear about for your wedding. That's like the least argument you guys might have. So you guys need to learn how to handle disagreements in a way that it doesn't affect your marriage or it doesn't affect your relationship. So whatever you actually build now that you are planning your wedding, or now that you're in a relationship, is what you actually take into your marriage. If you guys give yourself silent treatment when you guys are in a relationship, when you guys have disagreements, it's going to intensify when you guys are actually in the same space when you get married. So learning how to have meaningful discussion, even when you guys are upset, even when you disagree on something during the wedding preparation, is like the foundation. It's like a training ground for what to expect when you get married, how to handle conflict, how to handle pressure, how to still be kind to your partner even when you guys are not having it. Like when you want to bite him because of what he did, or when you just want to, like, jokes apart, I'm sure you get what I'm saying. So don't shut down. Don't always want your own opinion to be the one that will stand. Don't, like, this is time for you to learn how to listen. This is time for you to learn how to understand your partner beyond what you feel like they should actually know. Like, make this time a training ground for you. Like, yes, like it's getting too much. Just make it a training ground for you and maximize it. Make the most of it. Like, build structure. Use it to build structure, because I promise you, wedding preparation can be a lot. Practice listening, practice apologizing, practice choosing love over being right. A successful marriage is not built around two people who do not know how to disagree, or they don't even disagree at all, which is not even possible. It is actually about two people who know how to disagree well. Like I said, when you are disagreeing, it's not like if you are not giving yourself silent treatment, if you are not talking to yourself, person for you cannot even say sorry. Like, no. So this my wedding phase is the time for you to actually sit down and really learn. It's time for you to really learn, for you to practice. But it's gonna happen, the real deal in the marriage. Another major thing, oh my god, this one is actually very major. Learn how to learn how to set boundaries with the people around you. One thing I love my husband for, one thing I love my marriage for is how myself and my husband from the beginning we set boundaries. Like, there's some things that our family now know us for. Like, they know us for these things and nobody's even asking questions again. Like, from the beginning, make it clear. Like, during the wedding preparation, everyone has one opinion or the other, everyone has one suggestion or the other. Some people think that the oil is not good enough. Some people feel like the food that you're choosing is not perfect. Some people feel like even your wedding dress, they don't want you to wear that one, and that one they want you to wear. As people need to sit down and agree. Like, let people know that when Dami and Wale agree on a particular thing, that is what they are going to do. Because the decision that you actually make during that wedding preparation, when everybody has gone back home after that wedding, it is you and your partner that will suffer or enjoy it. So learn how to set boundary. The boundary you not set before you get married, it's going to be hard for you to set it before getting married. If so many people, friends, family, in-laws and all, they have too much opinion over your marriage or what you should do, there's gonna be issues. There's gonna be a lot of issues honestly. So you need to learn how to set boundaries. I'm not saying be rude, but there's a way to set clear boundaries. There's a way to stand your ground. Especially if the person that will be at the receiving end is you or your family. Stand your ground. Anybody that will be angry is gonna be fine. We'll apologize later, but right now this is what we are doing and this is what is going to stand. One thing I love about the scripture is that the scripture is actually very complete. In Luke 14 verse 28, it talks about counting the cost before building, and this also applies to marriage. You need to sit down and have a conversation as people that are getting married, people that are about to build something tangible. especially when you know that your marriage is not just for the glamour and everything. I need you to sit down and think and ask these questions. Are we building with the wisdom of God? Are we doing this based on because we want this or because of pressure? What we are building, will it stand the test of time? Will it last? Will it stand whatever gets thrown at us? Because God is actually not only interested in you having a beautiful wedding. He's actually interested in you having a beautiful wedding, because why will he send provision if he's not interested? But he's much more interested in you having a marriage that would last, that would stand, and that will be beautiful. So we have come to the end of this particular topic until you see me again. But I want to hear from you in the comment section. What is one thing that you think or you feel like couples don't really talk about during the wedding preparation phase, or when they are still courting, or while they are still in a relationship? Might be something that you have experienced or you've seen or you've heard. I want to hear from you in the comment section. And if you watch this with your partner, I want to know what stood out for you guys, or what you are taking from this video in the comment section. Please do well to share with couples. Don't be stingy. Help somebody. You might be saving somebody's relationship, you might be saving someone's marriage. Okay, so before we go, I have an assignment against the next video. Yes, we're going to be taking assignments back, and I have them written down. I'll be reading them out for you. So before you watch the next episode, don't just listen to this conversation and just go like that. I need you to sit down with your partner and discuss. When we are under pressure, what do we do? What do we need from each other? Like, what do we need from each other? When we are under pressure, what do we need from each other? How can we protect our relationship while planning our wedding? What boundaries do we need to put in place to make sure we make decisions as a team? Yeah, so I'll be collecting the assignment in the comment section of the next video, or you can just come back and just drop your answer here when you are done answering those questions. I'm just joking, but if you want to do so, why not? If not, somebody might learn from it and just implement it in their own relationship. But you should actually have this conversation. Remember, the goal is not to have a perfect wedding. The goal is actually to have a healthy relationship, because they will bring down the decoration, because they have to return it back to where they rented it from, or new people would still use that hall, so your decoration cannot stand forever. The guests will go back home, the food will finish, but what will remain is the person standing beside you, person that is following you home. So you guys need to sit down and have this conversation before you say I do. Okay, so I will see you in the next episode, where we'll be having a very sweet conversation talking about, can you actually afford the wedding you want? So till I see you in the next video, do well to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.